Welcome back. It is time for this week's mom moment. And this one, mm, I wasn't as angry as last week. If you didn't see that one, there's gonna be a link below so you can see that one. But this week, on Wednesday, I wasn't feeling well. And on Thursday, I woke up and my throat felt like it was the size of a straw. Like, just so sick. So I was pretty much like, went to work, did what I had to do. And then after that, I was like, done for. I'm like, I'm not playing. I went home and I fell asleep on my couch at like 4 o'clock and didn't get up till 8:30. I never just sit on my couch. It's just not my thing. I'm either like cooking, working, or doing something. But I was just so sick. And so yesterday, which was Friday, I couldn't take it anymore because I hadn't eaten in like 2 days. My throat was so tight and so sore. So I went to the urgent care. And I'm 41 and not a lot of look at my hair. Oh, lordy. Okay, not a lot of 41-year-olds get strep throat unless you have small children. So I explained that to them and they're like, you need to bring her in later today to get tested. And it was like a half day of school. So I went to the urgent care around 8 o'clock and I brought Peyton back to the urgent care at about, it had to be about 2:30 we went, or maybe 2:20, because like Chad gets out of work at about 2:30 and he needed to meet us there because they're like, well, you all should get tested just to make sure you're not, recycling the germs, which I get. So when she gets out of school, I'm like, we're going to go to the urgent care later with Dad and we're all going to get tested for strep because Mom has it and we want to make sure that we're not giving it back and forth to each other. My child, for some reason, is terrified of the doctor. Like, nothing bad's ever happened at the doctor. I don't get it. It's like this thing in her head. It is what it is. So from the time I pick her up at school, and my dad's like, it's your fault for telling her she's going to the doctor. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. It's my fault for telling her she's going to the doctor. Shame on me. Okay, so I had to listen to that for like 3 hours, plus other crap that's going on. So we finally get to the urgent care, and Chad's checking in. We're already in our like exam room, and they go to like swab her throat, and all day long she's like, what is it gonna feel like? I'm like, it's like a giant Q-tip. They're just gonna rub it on the back of your throat. Is it gonna hurt? Is it gonna pinch? I'm like, no. Like, what does it feel like when I clean your ear? It's gonna be like that in your throat, right? I'm trying to make it totally non-threatening, like it's not gonna be that big of a deal. And so Peyton gets hers done, right? And the lady swabs her throat, and I mean, she was like in tears waiting for the nurse to come in with these little cotton swabs. But once the nurse swabbed her throat, she's like, oh, that wasn't so bad. So then we're already in our exam room, and I told her my husband was coming because I wanted everybody to get checked because there's like 5 adults here in Peyton. So my parents went too. Everybody tested negative. Peyton and I have it, which, we spend the most time together. We breathe the same air. We're always like this, so whatever. So Chad comes in to get tested. And seriously, he's a bigger baby than my 7-year-old. And not so much like when the lady looked in his ear, because they put like those little, I don't even know what the little thing is called with the light on it, with the little black cone to like look in your ear. When she goes to look at his ear, he's like, oh. And then when she sticks the cotton swab in his throat to do the strep test, he's like, and even I can't stop laughing. And Peyton's like, he was just like so over dramatic. Like, you'd have thought she poked so hard on the back of his throat that his eyes popped out. I know, shame on me. I can't stop laughing about it. And so the nurse leaves her. I'm like, God, it's a good thing you were here before us and Peyton didn't see you before she had to take her own test because she wouldn't have taken it. Oh. So that was that. So Peyton and I have a strep throat. And then, so like I went 8 o'clock in the morning to the urgent care on Friday. And then they called my prescription in to the Walgreens, and it's like 3 miles away. By the time I got to Walgreens, mine was done. But because I took her later in the afternoon, like, I did not realize how busy Walgreens was. Walgreens said that her prescription would be ready at 4:45. So I showed up to Walgreens at 4:45, and mind you, I'm like still like achy and sick. And Chad was still working because he was working on another side project. So it's one of those things where we're like debating. It's like the drive-through line was so long. It's like, it's the drive-through line, right? People are just dropping off and picking up. How long can it take? I sat in the drive-through line for 50 minutes. Yeah, 50, almost an hour. Like, and I was still having like the body aches because it hadn't quite been 24 hours on the antibiotic. Like, my butt hurt, my arms hurt, my eyes hurt, like my throat hurts, I can't swallow. But I just kind of like zoned out and was just like watching YouTube in the drive-through line, looking at the taillights in front of me, waiting for them to like turn on and for the person to put their car in drive to move like the 6 feet forward. So that was my mom moment for this weekend. I don't know, we're still not doing like 100% over here, but it's only been 24 hours. It's weird because when I went to the urgent care, they're all like, where did you get strep throat? You're 41. Like, I don't know. Is there like an age limit on it? I mean, I don't think I've really had strep throat in forever. Like, well, adults don't get it. Well, obviously they do because I'm 41 and I have strep throat. When my dad went in, they're like, where would you get strep throat? Why would you need to test? He's like, but you're an adult. He's like, well, my 41-year-old daughter came in and my granddaughter's got strep throat. He goes, I don't want to be a carrier. I don't know, they were just really weird, like, so insistent upon where did I get it because I'm 41. It's like I have a child, you know? I wonder what my school teacher friends, like, do they not get it? I don't know. I should ask them. Oh, it's just harsh. It was like a long day. And then from being so sick, you know when you're so sick and out of it, like, you just, like, go to bed and zone out. Like, I wanted to care about things, but I couldn't. Today's Saturday. I haven't looked in my kid's backpack since Wednesday in her lunchbox. Like, she didn't eat any of her lunch on Wednesday. I mean, that should have been a good indicator if I'd have looked on Thursday morning or Wednesday afternoon that she wasn't feeling well. Like, sad. But I was just, like, sick, you know? Just, like, and I was hoping it was just sore throat and gonna go away. But that didn't happen. And then it was today, I'm like, asked my husband, I'm like, when I was sick, did you think to like look in her backpack or her lunchbox or anything? He's like, no. You know, if I die, my kid's screwed. So grandmothers out there and other relatives, if something happens to me, you're going to need to pitch in because he's going to be a very lost soul. And that is all I have for my mom moments this week. I will see you next week for my mom moment. I love you. Subscribe, like below. I will talk to you soon. Mwah.